Michael Jordan was royalty. He was Elvis Presley. He was the Beatles. It was Michael Jordan versus the NBA. He was that good, and he had a charisma that was unique to him, but also that killer instinct of wanting to win. When Michael Jordan came into town, the Great Western Forum became the place to be. You couldn't live your life if you didn't get a chance to see Michael Jordan perform in person. When the Lakers and the Bulls faced each other in that 1991 finals, it was that moment where you could really say sports and entertainment were coming together. When the Bulls won that series, you know, right there you saw like kind of the passing of the torch. You know, what Michael did and what Michael accomplished and represented in the 90s inspired the next generation of talent. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time.
Just up the 110 freeway from the Great Western Forum, the glistening LA skyline. One of the storylines today, two of the Lakers starters, James Worthy and Byron Scott, injured and unable to play. And we're coming to you live from Inglewood, California. This is Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls lead the LA Lakers 3-1. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan joined by Coach Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from our reporter David Aldridge in a few moments. Mike, the key to the Bulls' Game 4 win, which we saw a couple days ago, was defense.
The key being that they held the Lakers to 37% shooting, Kev. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen both guarding Magic Johnson, picking him up full court, making things difficult for the Magic Man.
It was a clinic. And in Game 4, on the offensive end, Clark, another stellar performance from Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, Kevin, we've come to expect 28 points or more from Jordan on a regular basis, but the 13 assists show how much Jordan's game has grown. Not trying to do it all himself, trusting his teammates. Now just one win away from an elusive first NBA championship for Michael Jordan.
Boy, that's a great point about Jordan's playmaking. Well said. And now a look at the Chicago Bulls. The MVP, Michael Jordan, is in the backcourt, joined by sharpshooting John Paxson. Chicago's defensive stopper, Scottie Pippen, is in the small forward. Horace Grant is at the 4. And the experienced veteran, Bill Cartwright, is at the center. And for the Lakers, Magic Johnson runs showtime. Terry Teagle and A.C. Green are in the lineup, both injury replacements. Sam Perkins at the 4 can really shoot it. And Vlade Divac, the young, skilled 5.
The Lakers missing 2 starters, Byron Scott and James Worthy. They'll really rely heavily on 2 rookies, Tony Smith and Eldon Campbell.
Perkins with a screen on Paxson. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens, because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now, they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
And Clark, for L.A., A.C. Green is going to have to be a very big part of their attack tonight.
Kevin averaging just 4 points a game in these finals. AC was huge when the Lakers beat Portland in the Western Conference Finals. Brought a ton of energy. I think the Lakers need that version of him tonight.
Oh, I would agree. Mike, remember in Game 4, the last time out, the Lakers shot just 37% from the floor.
Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were monsters on the defensive end. Magic and the Lakers will need to execute better to have a shot tonight.
37% just is not going to get it done.
You know, at over 7 feet tall with a diverse offensive skill set, Vlade Divac is really a unique kind of player. Very fun to watch.
Jordan is averaging just about 12 assists during the finals. That's an early one, a great sign for the Bulls.
Johnson against Jordan. Pass to Teagle. They get a hand on it. From beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. So far, Clark, the leader in assists in the finals, not Magic Johnson. It's Michael Jordan facilitating.
How about that, partner? I mean, he's been incredible, averaging about 12 assists per game.
Wow.
He's also been the leading scorer in each game as well. That's otherworld-like production.
It is. Green deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Teagle. Shot clock at 6. Divac sets a screen. And it's Teagle missing. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. 4-point game. Grant down low. Defended by Divac. Chicago is so focused out of the gates, trying to make it 4 in a row. Game 1 of the finals, a Bulls loss, 18 combined points for Paxson, Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant. Games 2 through 4, Mike, those 3 averaging 42 points a game.
That trio, the other Bulls starters, their success is essential for Chicago. The Bulls need scoring outside of Pippen and Jordan.
Clearly proven. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the D and made them pay.
Timeout.
Mike, they are desperate to find a basket.
They're having a really hard time out there.
You're right. And the Lakers have had some tough luck with injuries so far, especially in Game 4. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Lakers will be without their all-star forward James Worthy and their starting shooting guard Byron Scott. Worthy, of course, suffered a badly sprained ankle in the Western Conference Finals and re-aggravated it in Game 4 of this series. And Scott went down with a shoulder injury in the same game. It's going to take a group effort to make up for those absences. Guys?
Well put, D.A. Both Worthy and Scott are crucial, Mike, to this Lakers offense.
And not only their offense, those two guys have alternated guarding Jordan throughout the series. Without them, the Lakers have limited options defensively.
Boy, what a tremendous finals we've had thus far. Game 1, Sam Perkins hits that winning three-pointer. Game 2, Chicago shoots a finals record, 62% from the field. Wow.
And Game 3, Chicago winning in overtime. Game 4, fantastic defense from the Bulls. I can't wait to see what we have in store tonight.
I'm with you there. The fact that Chicago has had Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen take turns defending Magic Johnson has really served the Bulls well. They've been able to pick up the Magic Man full court and have caused him to expend a lot of energy trying to get the Lakers into their offense.
And Chicago's looking to tire out Magic. Make him work bringing the ball up the court. Pippen and Jordan have done an outstanding job in executing that game plan.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Jordan. Johnson with the block.
Good awareness from Johnson on defense. Sees the shot coming and gets to it just in time to block it.
Boy, they didn't waste any time, did they? They got going right away.
They obviously had a plan coming in, and they've put it to good use.
Here's Johnson. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Cartwright. Shoots over Divac. The assist numbers of Jordan in these finals has been outstanding. And he continues to share the rock. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Jordan against Johnson. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, they had a plan coming into this one, and they have executed on it perfectly.
Yeah, getting out ahead early on by stifling the competition on both ends of the floor.
Johnson with it. There's the pass to Teagle. And a miss there on the triple. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Bulls lead by 13. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Second quarter here in the 1991 NBA Finals, Game 5 with Mike Clark, D.A. This is Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan and the Bulls trying to close it out tonight. And it's the Bulls with the ball. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
The leading scorer in each of the first 4 games of this series? Yeah, you guessed it, Michael Jordan. In the regular season, MJ led the NBA in scoring for the 5th straight year. Jordan cannot be stopped in this series.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Michael Jordan. Pippen is out there with Grant. Then there's Cartwright, and it's Paxson in at the 1 spot. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Divac kicks to Johnson. Back to Divac. Got it. Good job in the low post. And for Jordan Clark, it's not just scoring in these finals.
It sure isn't, Kevin. He's averaging almost 12 assists per game, in addition to his usual spectacular defense. And with a closeout game on the line, I expect a monster performance from Michael Jordan. And if the Bulls win, he will clearly be your finals MVP.
Johnson against Paxson. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Divac. And it's blocked.
A true anchor. Cartwright shows quick reflexes to come away with that block.
Mike, Chicago leading this series 3-1, a win away from an NBA title.
Michael Jordan so close to that elusive first ring. Winning it all would take MJ's career to another level.
Absolutely.
Timeout.
Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Los Angeles calls timeout. On defense, the Bulls, 16-point lead. Johnson surveying the floor. That's tipped. Campbell, the pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Divac sets a screen. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Count it. Divac has got 6. Remember, Chicago and LA, 2 very different, distinct franchises, Mike.
This is the Lakers' 9th trip to the finals since 1980. They're used to being here. For Chicago, this is their first ever trip to the finals. Oh, the determination is unmatched. MJ able to embrace contact and finish. And he'll shoot one more.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
Johnson outside, inside. And just like in Game 4, the Lakers struggling from the field.
The defensive duo of Jordan and Pippen. Their athleticism is causing major issues for the Lakers.
The Lakers pour from the field. And Clark, that has to change as this game goes on.
Well, to me, it appears the Lakers have no answer, Kevin, for the defensive duo and prowess of Pippen and Jordan. These two Bulls are creating havoc.
Green finds Smith. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defense of Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
Jordan is doubled. And the Lakers making a change here. Perkins is checked in. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for the Bulls. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Jordan has destroyed the Lakers passing the rock in the finals. MJ showing he's become more than just a scorer.
Chicago's first trip to the finals, a franchise record 61 wins, and they have stormed through the playoffs, going 14-2 thus far. I don't think there's any question about it. This is certainly the best Bulls team ever. Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense, and dangerous. Oh, that's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Grant against Perkins. Back to Johnson. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in. Johnson's got 8. And Mike, it looks like year 25 for the Bulls might just be their finest.
And you look at the ages of guys like Jordan, Pippen, Grant. This is a Bulls team poised for sustained excellence. Step 1, closing out the Lakers.
And as you know, closeout games are always the most difficult. And the Lakers call time here. Smith scanning the floor. Pass to Johnson. Over Armstrong. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Growing up here in Inglewood, Eldon Campbell has to be on cloud 9 playing in the finals. The rookie was the Lakers' first-round pick this season.
You know, finding ways to build their lead, to expand it. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And it's because they're playing selfless basketball, doing an outstanding job running and executing their plays.
Smith with it, now defended by Grant. Over in the corner, Green. 5 on the clock. Smith for 3. And it's Cartwright with the rebound. Cartwright's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Pippen. Another one falls for Chicago.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This is a thing of beauty. Perfect offensive basketball.
To stop the run. And Johnson lays it in. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Protecting the ball well there, Johnson. Very skilled at scoring against tough defense.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Bulls on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. The sun is setting over Los Angeles and maybe the NBA season. This is Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals. Second half here from Inglewood. The Lakers looking to extend the series. Chicago wants it to end. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago.
Winning an NBA title is the final hurdle for Michael Jordan. He's won MVPs, scoring titles, even a Defensive Player of the Year award. But it's a team game, and winning this series is the last thing for Michael to accomplish.
They've got Magic Johnson. Perkins is out there with Divac. Then it's Teagle, and it's Green in at the small forward position. They're the group Mike Dunleavy is going to start the second half with. Pass to Green. Pass to Teagle. Over Paxson. He can't get that one to fall. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And an NBA title, the only thing missing for the great Michael Jordan, Clark.
And Kevin, he's made some sacrifices, no doubt about it. As a young pro, I think sometimes Jordan tried to do it all himself. But MJ's game has continued to evolve, especially his passing. He's developed so much. Getting a ring is the final spoke in the wheel.
The Lakers are struggling with their shots tonight, Clark. They just can't get into a groove.
Well, I think you've got to look at the opponent and give them some credit. You know, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, as good defensively as any in the NBA right now, and maybe in the history of the league when you think about it.
They've been terrific.
Well, pretty much the perfect point guard, if there is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
Mike, as we see, we've been tracking this matchup the entire NBA Finals. Multiple-time MVP winners, Magic Johnson, compared with Michael Jordan.
The Magic Man is keeping it close tonight, but the Lakers need him to win that battle to have a chance tonight. Let's see how this one plays out.
I cannot wait. Now, let's go to David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Bulls' defense has been outstanding so far in this series, holding the Showtime Lakers to 89 points per game. On Sunday, they held them to 37% shooting. Scottie Pippen has been outstanding against Magic Johnson, picking him up full court. But Jordan has been the primary defender, and he's done a tremendous job making things difficult for the Magic Man. Guys?
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch. David, thank you. Jordan's defense, Mike, has been on another level throughout this series.
Yeah, on top of playing pesky defense on Magic, he's averaging over 2 steals per game and about 1.5 blocks, leading the Bulls in both categories.
That's something else. This Bulls offense is running through Michael Jordan, Mike Fratello, piling up assists once again.
Phil Jackson wants Michael making the decisions. The league MVP is so smart. Jordan is dictating this game.
Every facet of this game, you're right.
For 3 straight seasons in the playoffs, the Bulls were eliminated by the Pistons. But Chicago swept the bad boys to get here to this finals, slaying their dragon in the process.
Purdue is checked in for the Bulls. Williams comes in for Horace Grant. And both free throws good for Johnson. And the Bulls eliminating the Pistons, Mike, the defending NBA champions, in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That Pistons series was a mental hurdle for the Bulls. Players telling me in previous years, the Pistons' mind games would get to Chicago. Not the case this time around. The Bulls maturing as a team.
Mentally strong for sure. Now the pass to Johnson. Over Jordan. And he overshot that one, missing.
While Michael Jordan gets the headlines, and deservedly so, Scottie Pippen is the glue of this team. Excellent defensively, a great passer. Pippen does it all.
Wow, out of the break, Michael Jordan has been on fire.
So close to his first title, Michael Jordan, really trying to put the finishing touches on this series.
On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Jordan. And the shot is good from Johnson. And Clark, when you think of Scottie Pippen, do you think he was an all-star snub this year?
Absolutely, Kevin. No question about it. I mean, he's the second best player on a 61-win team.
Agreed.
I'm wondering how he didn't make it. I think we've seen Pippen make a statement during these playoffs. He's stuffing the stat sheet, averaging 21, 9 boards, and 6 assists. That's enough to stamp him as an elite player.
Well, you make a great point. And Chicago has possession. Jordan kicks to Pippen from past the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Pippen's got 20.
Striping it from distance. No hesitation at all.
He's had it going, been aggressive from outside.
Here's Johnson. Perkins trying to break loose. Johnson gets the bucket.
And when Magic finds his rhythm, he's a wrecking ball on offense, capable of scoring in so many ways.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
Who's got Terry?
Here's Teagle, guarded by Paxson, and it's Teagle missing.
And the D daring him to prove he can make it from that spot. Unfortunately for him, not able there.
The drive by Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Michael Jordan has taken over, putting his stamp on this game, his fingerprints all over this series.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson up top, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Teagle. Divac trying to free himself up, and it's Teagle missing. Here's Jordan. 4 seconds left. Going inside.
Powering his way to the rack. I love when Jordan shows no mercy on the rim.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And the fourth quarter from Inglewood, NBA Finals Game 5. Kevin Harlan joined by Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. Could this be the final period of hoops played this season?
Over the last 11 seasons, 5 titles for the Lakers, 9 trips to the NBA Finals. However, it feels like their time just might be up. LA has a roster that is getting older.
6 on the shot clock, and it's blocked. So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Armstrong is out there with Hodges. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Livingston. And it's Perdue in at the center filling out the middle. Clark, the state of this Lakers franchise. Will they be dominant, you think, this decade?
Kevin, it's going to be hard to sustain this level of excellence. I mean, Magic and Worthy getting older. This series, to me, feels like a changing of the guard in the midst.
Well, the Bulls defense, Clark, has come to play again. Pippen and Jordan are relentless.
They sure are. Seems like they never get tired, Kevin. I mean, they work so hard on that end of the floor. They've stifled this talented Lakers attack.
Thompson, rebounded by Livingston. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Jordan on the wing. Jordan is doubled over Thomas. With an eye on the finish line, Michael Jordan has been incredible tonight. That first title is so close. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Drew passes to Thomas. Now here is Smith. Dishes it to Thompson. Thomas kicks to Smith. Smith drawn the double team. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Well, Mike, all series long, we've been monitoring the battle of MVPs. Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. And as we can see, Jordan with the advantage tonight.
And Kev, it's been that way the entire finals. The Bulls have a 3-1 advantage. A huge reason is Michael has outperformed Magic.
Mike, what about these passing numbers of Michael Jordan? I mean, absolutely fantastic.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, Kev. Michael is controlling the ball, controlling the game. Jordan's willingness to give up the rock. It is the big reason the Bulls are close to the title.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You know, deflections are key. They're big in this league. You want to be disruptive to the other team's offense.
Yeah, little tips like that, they can frustrate opponents.
And the Lakers making a change here. Teagle's checked in. And Jordan doing what he does best, owning the fourth quarter.
Craig Hodges is more than just a shooter, folks. He knows how to get the ball to his open teammates.
Passes it to Thomas. Out to the wing. The screen from Campbell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Tell you what, you can feel their frustration underneath the surface. It's actually palpable with all these misses.
They're trying to shake it off, but every time they come up short, the panic starts to set in.
Smith outside. Campbell is screen on Hodges. Smith the pass to Thomas. Here's Teagle. Campbell is screen on Jordan. 6 to shoot. No good from Campbell.
Needs to be more aggressive. That kind of a soft effort won't get it done.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And some changes here for the Lakers. Waddy Divot's checked in for Thomas. Green comes in for Smith. And it's Johnson in for Drew. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Johnson against Armstrong. Shoots from the baseline. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one.
And here's Jordan outside. And it's Campbell with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Here's Teagle. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Always looking to drive, in attack mode constantly. When the D gives him a lane, he tears him up.
Here's Johnson. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Jordan inside, working on Green, and then slammed in by Jordan.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
Johnson outside. Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls have done it. For the first time, Mike Fratello, the Bulls are world champions.
Michael Jordan has answered the doubters. He can lead a team to a title. This has to be extra sweet for Michael.
And for the Bulls, Clark Kellogg, this is a long time coming.
Tremendous job by this entire organization.
When Michael Jordan played in Chicago, the crowd just went crazy to another decibel level. And I'd get the chills every time. He played with such a fury. He was electric on the court. Before the Shrug game, the game against Portland in the NBA Finals, well, the public relations people couldn't find Michael. The reason was he was on the court taking three-point shots, and he was not noted as a three-point shooter. We asked him about it. He said, well, you know, you never know when a three-point shot might come in handy. Obviously, he had figured something out, that he was going to surprise them, but you have to hit the shots. This incredible onslaught of threes takes place in the first half, and he hit 6 of them. That was unheard of at that time for anyone. He looks over at our broadcast table and gives that shrug. And I think what I took out of that most, it showed his humility, that he could not believe that he hit 6 three-pointers. That was, I thought, one of the incredible moments in playoff history. I would have to go with Jordan as the GOAT.
One of the many wonderful sights to see in Chicago, the Fountain of the Great Lakes in Grant Park. Now it's time to hear the starting lineups from tonight's PA announcer, Ray Clay. The stage is set here in Chicago. Welcome everyone to Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Portland Trail Blazers and the defending champion Chicago Bulls. Along with Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Mike, a Blazers team that some have questioned. What is their mentality?
Well, they've made it clear. They're out to prove a point that they're ready for this moment and that they can deliver in the clutch.
And the two leading stars for these teams. Clark, it's Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan. Their games invite comparison, I think.
They sure do, Kevin. A lot of similarities when you look at them, from their age to the versatility and athleticism of their games. Air Jordan and Clyde the Glide, both cleared for takeoff.
On the floor for Portland, it'll be Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler in the backcourt. Up front, Jerome Kersey is at small forward. Buck Williams at the 4. Handling the low post is Kevin Duckworth. For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright is at the center. Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant man the front court. John Paxson is at the point. And of course, at off guard, it'll be Michael Jordan.
And the Blazers certainly motivated to answer their detractors. That's a question they know can't be answered with words, but rather with their performance on the floor.
Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass.
The touch on Jordan's close-range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
Porter passes to Kersey. Tipped away. Paxson with the steal. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And here's Jordan outside. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Jordan's got 5 now. And Clark, the Blazers like to play a much faster pace than the Bulls.
Certainly, Kevin, they will be looking to push the tempo. You can count on that. And that could help them with their execution, in my mind. Much simpler pushing the ball with a numbers advantage than going against the set half-court defense.
Great scouting report. Mike, one thing with this matchup, Terry Porter has really struggled against the Bulls in the past.
Definitely not a good sign for the Blazers. Porter's one of their most important players. They need him to come up big in this series. And in my mind, the most fascinating individual matchup in this series is Drexler going up against Michael Jordan. Jordan's going to have his work cut out on the defensive end.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Coach. Yeah, you know, MJ's guarding the guy who's averaging 27 points a game in the playoffs in Drexler. So he's going to have to really do a lot of work at both ends of the floor.
Shoots it up. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Zero hesitation. Jordan showing complete confidence in his shooting ability.
Jordan's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Drexler against Jordan. Spins for 3. The rebound by Grant. And one thing the Bulls have been relying on is tying an NBA Finals record in a half. Michael Jordan with his 3rd 3, providing an early lift for the Chicago Bulls. Drexler against Jordan. Looking to end the run. Drexler, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Jordan passes to Paxson. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And David Aldridge, a war of words preceding this series. And for more, let's send it over to you.
Thanks very much. Now, the Bulls have been playing some mind games in the run-up to the finals. Coach Phil Jackson was blunt in saying that
the 4 3-pointer falls for Jordan. The NBA Finals record is 6. He's knocking on the door and getting oh so close. And Mike, after his poor shooting night last time out, everyone wondering how Michael Jordan will respond tonight.
Okay, we'll see very shortly. Sometimes that only helps to fire him up. Opponents are scared of Jordan coming off a bad game. He goes out there trying to prove himself all over again.
And usually is successful. Drexler drawing the double team. Pippen against Duckworth. Shoots over Pippen. Duckworth's shot is off.
And people will say he shouldn't take that mid-range look, but he had the space and is capable of making it.
And they double up Jordan. Pippen with a wide open look. connects from three-point range.
The Bulls continue to share the ball. They're unselfish, active, and finding points easily at the moment.
It's actually hard to believe that since their title in 1978, the Blazers have only missed the playoffs once. How about consistency there? Unfortunately, they're still looking for that second championship ring.
Yeah, Portland hasn't been at their best when the stakes are high. Maybe this is the year they finally get to raise the trophy again.
Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Armstrong comes in for Paxson.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
Here's Ainge. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Normally, he knocks that down. The defense got a gift.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Love the pressure. He almost took it away.
Very active hands disrupting the passing lanes.
1:30 left in the first quarter.
And guys, there was talk coming into the series that it could be the Blazers' last shot at a title with this roster.
You know, Mike, they're an aging team, so that's a valid question or concern. I mean, you look at Drexler.
That triple gives Jordan 5. Michael Jordan is just one three-pointer away from an NBA Finals record. Now a timeout called by Portland. Mike, they've had a very tough stretch here.
Yeah, they need to get a stop and score to change the momentum.
Ainge, the pass to Abdelnaby. The shot missing. The Bulls leading by 23. Jordan, right side. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 24 points.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor. And in the run-up to this series, Phil Jackson really tried to establish a mental edge. His comments about the Blazers were pretty scathing.
I don't think there's a coach that's been any better at jabbing the other team. We know how Phil Jackson operates. The Blazers, though, are a tested and veteran team. Phil's remarks possibly could backfire, being just what the Blazers need to get out to a fast start.
.44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Robinson on the wing. Passes to Abdelnaby. Beyond the arc.
Really like how active Grant is on defense. I mean, he takes a ton of pride in making things hard for his opponent.
Jordan is now closing in on the most points in an NBA Finals half. Can he get to 33?
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bryant the pass to Pat. Clock at 6. Over Armstrong. Portland no good that time either. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Bulls out front, just dominating this one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. We welcome you back for the second quarter of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tremendous action so far between the Bulls and the Trailblazers. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Portland Trailblazers.
And with Jordan leading the way, the Bulls won their first title last year. I'm not sure they'll have to wait long for another one.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Kevin Duckworth. Porter is out there with Drexler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Bryant. Tying the NBA Finals record. Michael Jordan with an exceptional display of shooting. That was his 6th three-pointer in this game. Talking about a man, Clark, in the prime of his career, at the very top of his game.
Yeah, one of the best we've ever seen, Kevin. I wouldn't doubt the Larry O'Brien trophy lives in the Bulls trophy case for a few more years. I mean, the Blazers might not want to hear that, but it could very well happen.
Mike, I'd say any questions about Jordan's bad wrist have now been answered.
It's not affecting him at all, and he's taking advantage of some really soft Portland D. By the look of it,
oh man! Chicago doing a nice job moving the ball, finding good shooting opportunities, and exploiting the weaknesses of the defense with really on-target, on-time passing.
Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. Robinson passes to Porter. Fires from the wing. Drained for 2 points. Porter's got his first bucket of the night.
The point guard, Porter, recognizing when he should fire. He understands his role in this offense.
And they double up Jordan. Williams finds Jordan. The roof here in Chicago's going to blow off. Michael Jordan just collected his 7th shot from beyond the three-point line. That's an NBA Finals record.
And the Bulls might be a little short on the bench. Craig Hodges has been limited with a bad ankle.
Livingston's checked in for Horace Grant. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Jerome Kersey's checked in for Robinson. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now, here is Jordan. Michael Jordan now holds the NBA Finals record for most points and a half. This is certainly a night to be remembered in NBA history. And right away, we can see the one-on-one battle, Mike, between Jordan and Drexler is going to take center stage.
And not in the way Clyde wanted. Jordan's been toying with him. If this is how their matchup is going to go, the Blazers are in trouble.
Yeah, big trouble. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. And Clark, as for Hodges, he might not play a lot of minutes now with that injury, but he certainly, when he does play, he's a catalyst for them.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really an instant offense guy. I mean, can come in and knock down big three-pointers if the offense needs it, but unfortunately, the Bulls might not have that usual spark of his off the bench.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
Poked away.
Hey, this is a pretty funny story, you think about it. After Chicago drafted Jordan in 1984, he flew into town, but they didn't have anybody at the airport to pick him up. A chauffeur at the airport recognized him and offered him a ride. I bet you the Bulls figured out how to take better care of Jordan after that.
Porter looking it over. Drexler's shot is off.
They were looking for the alley-oop connection, but the wires got crossed there.
And that was the right play. The timing just slightly off.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
That's hard to believe the Bulls wouldn't be prepared to greet the number 3 overall pick, Mike. I've never heard of that before.
Well, it worked out well for the chauffeur, though. Jordan appreciated it so much that he hired him as his personal assistant. And he still got the job.
A good deed rewarded.
Why couldn't that be you and I, Kev? We could be driving him around.
And while we have a chance, let's send it over to David Aldridge, courtside.
Thanks, guys. In this series, of course, everyone's looked forward to that head-to-head matchup between Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler. Now, Jordan's defense is going to be a key role, maybe more so than it was in their last series. Cleveland's backcourt doesn't have the firepower that Drexler brings, and it's Jordan's job to slow him down. We'll see if he's up to it, guys. Back to you.
We will indeed. Okay, Dave, thank you very much. Mike, we all know how much Michael Jordan enjoys a challenge, and he's got a challenge in front of him right now.
And I think he's already enjoying it. For as much attention as his offense gets, he can anchor this team with his defense as well.
Good point.
This is how you share the ball. Livingston, great pass to the open man.
And it's Drexler with the ball for Portland. Pass to Kersey. On the wing, Porter. There's the three. That one doesn't drop, so the Bulls will take it the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Jordan, and Jordan slams it home.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
And Porter, here we go. Dishes it to Duckworth. Williams with the block.
Making a statement on defense with the block. Williams. You know his teammates appreciate this.
And so it's Chicago, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return.